in my life with a girl like you.
Hey guys, it's Nami M. Scott with the LA Ladies interview number 3. And I'm here with my very good friend, Sophie Esteban. She is one of the owners of Broome Street General Store in the Silverlake area of Los Angeles. And I think I go there every day, so.
Or twice a day.
Or twice a day. This is number 2. All right.
I'm cheating.
So what brought you to LA?
I originally thought I was going to open this store in San Francisco, but I came to LA because I was a comedy writer.
She's pretty funny. It's true.
Some days. LA to me is one of those places because it's so big, and I think that like open space breeds open minds and open creativity. So it like almost lets you
open hearts.
Yeah, it lets you do more in terms of creating something a little bit different. For one, there isn't really a place where you can go and get like a really, really honestly good cup of coffee.
Oh, so true.
And then pick up things that you might need for your pantry, or pick up
A bird call.
And I met Peter. He's my partner in life and in the shop, and we thought this would be a really good time to do it. Yeah, it was like the perfect storm of being in the right city with the right partner and finding the right location.
So obviously running a mom and pop shop is tough. What gave you the figurative balls to go for it?
At the beginning of 2011, we sat down and we made this list of like the top 5 things that we wanted to do in that year. Number 1 on that list was actually to get pregnant and have a child, which we did.
Congrats!
Yay! So I think that was really the biggest thing. I was working in corporate America, doing a job that I loved when I started, but like all things changed. Well, the role of the job changed considerably, and I just thought, I can't do something with my life that I'm so unhappy with because my family is going to see that, my kids are going to see that. So that's what really gave us.
Oh. From what I recall, when I met you guys, and like I met you guys when you were basically opening, that you were pregnant at the time.
I was.
And then a couple months later, you had a child. And by the way, Axel is probably the cutest kid ever. And hopefully, if my editing skills
she totally gets paid to say that.
My editing skills are good. I'm just gonna like flash a photo of Axel right now. But yeah, so how exactly do you not murder at least one person a day?
I do murder.
Oh,
at least one person a day. At least one. And I hate to like make it sound so ominous or whatever. I mean, it's retail people, but like when we decided to do this store, we really wanted to do something that felt like it was a small shop in a small town where everyone really knew each other, and we built a business around that. So we really do feel like we're making people happy. It's just that idea of like, I don't know, making people feel good.
That's why I go every day or twice a day. Back to Peter and you guys. So you guys run a shop together. How do you guys do it? Like, what would be your top 3 tips on working with your significant other?
My first tip is don't work with your significant other.
Ooh!
You really have to decide who's going to do what.
So wait, tip number 1 is don't work.
Don't work, but if you have to,
if you have to,
make sure that the roles and responsibilities are clear. And it should be based on what people are good at.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing is separate your personal relationship from the business side.
I was like, how do you even do that? You guys are like working all the time.
Most people will be like, don't work with family. It's the hardest thing because things just can go really bad. So you really, really have to try to separate those things if you can.
Good tips.
It's so hard. It's so hard. And know ultimately who's the boss.
What would you say, since opening, your most triumphant and saddest or most difficult moment was?
Jeez, Oprah.
Tell me. Pop the kid out.
Yeah, I mean,
that's kind of a big deal.
That was, this is the thing.
Okay.
And before I was a mom, it was like, oh God, here's this person talking about like how hard it is to be a working mom. But oh my God, and I have help. Like my mom and dad are here full time helping us.
Do you think it was like the most triumphant and the most difficult moment? simultaneously?
Totes.
That's cray.
Yeah. Oh my god. But it's cool. Like you come into the store, my kid is strapped to me.
Yeah.
And that's like, that to me really is the most triumphant and the hardest moment.
Well, and he's really cute. Wait, can I flash? I'm going to flash another picture of Axel right now. Okay.
That's very kind. Check is in the mail.
What would be your take on being like a female business owner in Los Angeles?
Oh gosh, I didn't study hard enough for this. I think one of the weirdest things that I will share because
please.
we're speaking so candidly
Bring
is
it
that most of the time when people come into the store, they don't think that I'm the owner. They think that I'm a worker.
Are people like, oh, could I speak to a...
Oh, and that happens all the time. Not just because I don't have binders full of women. But
oh,
I got it in there.
Relevant.
Most of our employees are guys. If I am standing there with any one of them, will automatically default to someone else.
Huh.
It's kind of interesting.
Your store has some of the best stuff ever, personally, I think.
Thank you.
When you're buying for the store, do you have like any specific rules you go by?
We have one rule, which is we have to use it ourselves.
So you use all that stuff in the store?
Yes.
How many times do you use a bird call? I love the bird calls.
All the time. So the idea for the store was when I was living on Broome Street. That's when I started shopping in my neighborhood, and I would go to Soho and Nolita and Chinatown and Lower East Side, and it was like one of those things like, man, there should be one place to get all of this stuff.
It's called Broome Street General Store.
Now it is.
Plug.
But I hate to use the word curated. I really do. I hate it. I hate that word. But we try to keep it tight. We want to make sure.
Yeah, you got to keep it tight.
Yeah. What's most important to me as a retailer is to build this trust with my customers, and I really want them to know that we stand behind every product that we sell.
Every product that I bought there has stood the test of time.
That's what's up.
Sophie is one of the most fashionable people I know. In fact, no, seriously, and I like went to Broome Street and I was like, oh my god, who's that fashionable lady? Do you have any words of, sartorial wisdom for our audience?
No.
Oh, come on.
None. So if I do have anything to say, it's invest in shoes. My dad, he has this thing that your shoes should either be made in Italy or Switzerland. It's very odd.
Can you say it like your dad?
And I was like, what? And he's like, where is this made? And he looked at where they were made. I'm not going to knock the country, but he was like, no. This is garbage. The most important thing is you have to wear a good shoes. Because I can have a sweatshirt from the Gap, and I can have a jeans, it's just Polo. It doesn't have to be Ralph Lauren. It can just be Polo by Ralph Lauren. It doesn't have to be the most expensive, but I have the nice shoes.
So always wear good shoes.
Yeah, the shoes.
Okay, this might be a tough one.
Oh.
Okay. And this is like kind of the final question before the lightning round at the end.
What the hell?
Okay. So if you could only have 5 items from your store.
Oh my god.
I know. What would they be? And
Well, the
why?
first would be coffee.
Give me coffee.
Yeah, for real. I mean, we have everything in the store. I mean, what do you... I love to cook, so we have this thing. It's a combo cooker. It's from Lodge.
Ooh.
So it's a Lodge cast iron skillet. You can use it as a skillet for the top part as a skillet, and the bottom you can use to like deep fry or make casseroles in, or as a Dutch oven. So that is another keeper. This is like if you were stranded on a desert island and could only bring 5 of 1,732 SKUs, what would you bring? I hate to be like super materialistic, but we sell St. James shirts.
Yeah, I know.
And
I have one.
And I would definitely say that that's within the store one of the top things that I would bring, because it's like feminine,
it's
tomboy
very,
chic.
yeah.
Like it's the whole thing. It's like the perfect shirt.
So we're now back after clearing the memory card. It's now almost dark outside. Okay, so you were saying...
I would say a good candle.
Like this one?
Hello? Seems like a waste of an answer, but I really would need to have one of those. And then the last thing, I had the interlude to think about it. We started carrying this luxury face oil. It's from Rodin, and it's like a combination of 11 essential oils. She won't say which they are.
So funny. I've been really into face oil recently.
It's I tried it, and it's such a lifesaver. It's
nice.
like a thirst quencher. It's like a Gatorade for your face.
Okay, we've made it to the lightning round.
Have we?
Yeah. Word association.
Okay.
That always freaks people out. Okay, ready?
I don't know.
Paris.
Inspiration.
Chocolate.
You know, I could live without it.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Stripes.
Oh, could not live without them.
Yeah, I know. Yellow.
I would never have worn yellow anything or bought yellow anything before moving to California.
Not even like a rain slicker?
No, I have like one of these Barber rain jackets.
True, yeah.
It's like
very British of them.
But you know, like I was never into color. So that like yellow color, yes. California.
Unicorns.
Yeah, unicorns are real.
Nice.
I believe in unicorns. I believe.
She believes.
Unicorn. What?
Okay, so now is the end of the interview. However, I always like to ask the interviewee if they have any parting words of wisdom for our audience.
Everybody always says, like, do what you love. Even if it's not what you're doing in how you're earning your money, you've got to find a way to make the time to do what you love, whether it's cooking or sewing or dirt bike racing.
Macrame.
I mean, you need to make time to macrame. Just life is too short to not do what you love, right?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Awesome.
Thank you. This was so fun. Actually, if you are a bird caller,
A bird.
I don't even know
what are the words?
Oh my god, please edit this. Please take this out.
I'll put the word down here somewhere.
Can I dance with you? Ba 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 ba.